Monday, Thursday. It is the 22nd of May. We got your confession at 7. Says my family is in a battle royal over 23andMe. My niece got our oldest sister to do it, and she is loudly our half-sister now. There's so much talk about how she always knew that she was different from the rest of us siblings. She's tanner than us. She's always felt like she was treated differently. All of this in the span of 2 weeks. Our mom and dad separated according to what she has heard. And when they did, the story is that our mom strayed and came back pregnant with our oldest sister.
Oh, Lord.
Our parents got back together, and the life that we know pretty much has gone on the way that we understand it. She's walking around calling this other lady who lives in Michigan her sister. The woman says that their dad would secretly send money for her as a child, and that our dad knew that our oldest sister wasn't his. None of us know if any of this is true because both our mom and our dad have passed away, so every conversation is tearing up the inner structure of our family. Everything that we hold dear about our parents and our life growing up is now shattered. Things got physical between my sisters after the my dad versus you guys' dad conversation kept being said. In 2 weeks, her siblings know nothing about our family, and this new sister apparently has every bit of the answers, and nobody wants her around now. I don't know how to handle this.
Damn.
That's heavy.
That's still family at the end of the day, half sister or not.
You grew up with them.
But you don't even know if it's true.
That's
That's the one thing that I don't like about the DNA world is that when you go out to do it, everybody has to be the victim of it.
Yeah.
Like if you go, you got family members, your mom, your dad, they told you a whole story. Now you go in there and get your DNA checked.
Right.
And if it's right or wrong, because it could be wrong. Some of them are wrong.
That's true.
23andMe is 99% accuracy.
How would they know? I mean, of course they're going to say that on the bumper sticker, but I mean, like, you don't know that. Like, you don't know if they got it right. So now you've shattered the entire family.
Yeah, for that.
Over what? A search for who you are?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it feels messy. It feels, you ruin more lives than you help.
And where's your loyalty? I mean, these people helped raise you, bring you up, fed you, all this kind of, we're a true family. And the situation that happened, if you want to go and explore, you could easily just tell them that and be a grown-up about it and not destroy the main family that you have.
But why you got to tell? Okay, I get that everybody's truth is whatever, that, the live your truth thing. But why do we have to tell everybody? You wanted to go find your truth. You find it. Your DNA's different. Now you got to run down the family tree and tell everybody, guess what? I was your sister. Now I'm not your sister. Right. And your mama, who has passed away, who you think you knew, guess what? She did this. Like, you're busting open everything.
Opening Pandora's box. That's wrong. But I don't think that you should just say, like, I'm not your sister anymore. You're still the sister. You were still brought up with them, raised with those kids.
Isn't it her right, though, at the end of the day, to kind of explore it? She doesn't have to handle it like this.
It is. And also, it's like,
work.
It could be weird later on down the road when she's hanging out with said father or sister and they're like, oh, well, who's this person? You have to tell them at that point, too.
But the parents are gone. Like, I'm in that situation. My mom and dad are gone. If somebody walks up to me and says, hey, 23andMe says your mom did this and says you did, I might punch them too.
Yeah.
Like, I got what I understand about my parents and my family structure. Why I got to learn from you and your science project that now my family is a lie.
Yeah.
It seems selfish. It seems selfish. It seems like my DNA is more important than everything y'all understand about these people who took care of us.
I think knowing is one thing. I think how you handle the situation is totally different. Somebody can come to you and bring you that information. It's how do you care? Do you want to get involved? Okay. But to throw it in people's faces and now you're destroying your whole family, that's wrong.
I agree. Just to say, like, I'm not your sister is wrong. But if she would have came with it like, hey, you know what? I found this out from 23andMe. I also got this information, but I still consider you guys family, and I feel like it would have came over better that way.
But technically, she was lied to about her life.
Were you though? We don't know. That's what this lady out of town, the lady in Michigan. Lady in Michigan says that now your mom did this. We trust in her. And we don't know this lady.
Maybe they did it and lied to you to protect you. You don't know the whole story, and now a lot of people are gone, and now you're breaking up the whole
And
family.
this is why you don't bring it up. This is why this is dirty to go and make your DNA the headline. I don't try. This is why I've never done it. A lot of people have, but what do I need to know?
I haven't either, because I'm like,
Why do I need to know this? My sisters are my sisters. You know what I'm saying? My family is my family. Anything, somebody walk up to me now and tell me, guess what? I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't wanna know.
I'm good.
I'm good. Hey, I'm not going to say you're not supposed to do it. If you have a tale, you can share it. DNA action. Did DNA help or hinder the family structure that you got?
Yeah.
I want to know. All right, we got text coming in. Javi just said she also said she was growing up and treated differently than the other siblings. So maybe her upbringing was hell and this is our payback.
Yeah, we don't know every single situation that happened, but are you going to blow up your whole family over it?
813 says, they say ignorance is bliss for a reason. If you want to go down that rabbit hole, that's fine, but don't drag it. Don't drag everyone with you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that too. Out of the 813, the truth will set you free. The ones that broke the family up are the ones who made the original transgression.
Okay.
Let's see. This one I guess is a positive. It says out of the 813, it helped my mother because she never knew her father, and the test helped her find her siblings. She feels a part of him now.
Okay. She felt like she was kind of maybe alone.
Is it?
Again, it's how
the
you
person
handle
who
it.
raised you, like in their situation, the mom and dad who are gone, and now we're saying the dad isn't. In essence, she's saying the dad isn't hers.
Right.
But he provided and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't that a disservice to like what that man spent his life taking care of you,
Protecting you.
like all the rest of these siblings, and
Yeah.
now all of a sudden you out here throwing mud on his name?
Yeah.
That might be why everybody is fighting so crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
messed
rough.
up. I don't know if they answered this in the letter, but is that other father still alive? I know the one that raised her isn't, but
He passed.
Nah, they said she was getting information from her new sister, who's telling her all this stuff, and you just gotta trust her.
863 says, after my biological father passed, my long lost sister discovered I exited after reading his death certificate. She reached out to me, and we've had a great relationship since.
All right, let's see. I got John on the line. Hey, John, what's cracking?
What's going on, Orlando?
Hey, what's good? You have any experience with this DNA stuff?
Yeah, but all right. So I got an older sister, right? And my whole life, my parents like hid it. Well, I wouldn't even say hid it. I feel like they did the right thing as far as it really shouldn't matter if your sister has the same mother as you or whatever the case may be. That's still your sister. That's how I look at it.
Right. Yeah.
So my whole entire life, my parents had it to where I didn't even know my older sister had a different father than us, right? And when I turned 12, that's when I found out that my sister had a different father. Long story short, now my older sister has a son, and my younger sister takes she's one of those where she is messy, so she takes it upon herself to tell my nephew that your mother. Our father is not your mother's father, and your grandfather is not your grandfather.
Wow,
and then my mom's sister, who's messy too, goes and tells him the same thing. So I feel like, I think it shouldn't matter though. At the end of the day, whether it's blood or not. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up with that person, or even if that's your half sister, that's still your sister, regardless, or your brother, or whoever, or your sibling in general.
That's selfish. How old was the kid when he found out?
My nephew right now is 14.
See, that's messed up.
Bro.
See, that's what I mean. Like, that's a little selfish. Like, you want to just be the one to have the secret. It's like, yo, man, you could have let that kid come up with a solid, family background.
Of course.
Exactly. Exactly. So I had to call in on that one because I'm like, I experienced something like that in my lifetime. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, for real. That makes sense. I appreciate it, fam. Thanks, man.
I could relate.
Nasty.
Like, my older brother and my older sister have a different father. I didn't know until I was a teen. And I'm glad my mother didn't tell me, because I still consider them like
family.
Blood and family. And they are. But it's like, I could see why a lot of people will look at their brothers and sisters differently.
They
when
can't get
find
over it.
out.
Well, especially when you're young.
This says, Chef Shay just wrote us, my sister did Ancestry. She was excited to tell me the results, and says that there isn't any Irish in there, but our whole lives we were told that outside of black, we were Native American and Irish. I don't believe it. I believe what our great grandma told us, but the DNA tells you something different.
Yeah.
So who do you trust? Do you trust the person who grew up with you and helped you bake cookies, or do you trust some piece of paper?
Yeah, and also there's been studies where they didn't have the answers, so they just kind of threw it in there and sent them off. I read. So, yeah.
Who didn't have the answer? The DNA company?
That is correct. And so they
Yeah.
just kind of filled in the blank and sent off the information to certain people. There's lawsuits over that.
A 941 says there's no perfect time. Let them kids know as soon as they can so they can understand.
I mean, you're going through a lot when hormones and all that as a teenager. I don't know.
Truth matters. Somebody just wrote, I found out my father was not my dad at 12. It shattered me. It was that time his wife started treating me differently until I left my dad's at 14. To this day, I have no idea who my father is, and my mother is deceased. I'm 40 now.
Wow. See, a bunch of our problems.
I just think it's messy. Something like that should be answered if they ask. I feel like
That way you're not lying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt my original family. It's okay if you want to take that step and learn more about who you are as a person, where you come from, but you don't want to intentionally crush everybody that you were raised with.
Yeah. Lulu just wrote us, my grandpa was sent by his mom to America to escape mandatory enlisting of the Italian army. This helped us find our long-lost family in Italy. We went to visit them happily ever after. It's a great story.
Wow.
So, so there are some people who have some benefits from it, but, it's far and in between, because there are a lot of people who are saying that there was some fractured families under this. So that's nasty.
Thank you for watching this video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.